Hi everyone, welcome back to Marpeal Fashion World. In today's video, I'll be showing you my no-fail trick for making perfect school bag handles. If you ever had trouble getting them just right, stick around. I've got simple tips that will make all the difference. Let's get started. Majorly, I use the size of my school bag for the size of my handle. My school bag handle. So if the school bag height is 14 inches, then my bag handle will be 14 inches. The bag I'm using here, the measurement I'm using here is 14 inches. So I just mark out 14 inches. Where to use is going to be depending on you, and I'll explain why as we continue the video. The breadth of the bag, mostly I use 3.5. Sometimes I use 3 depending on the bag, but I'll divide these 14 inches into like different three different sections. Like I'll divide into three. Since it's 14, you can do 5 5 4. Just make sure the highest is at the beginning, like the cuff part of the bag. You can do it 3 3, then make the depends on how you want it to be cuff. Depends on where you want the cuff to be, but mostly I used to divide it. If it's 14, I'll do 4 inches. When you mark those places out, I'm supposed to do this on a chipboard or any paper. Then when you have that sample, okay, when you want to do 14 inches, this is you don't need to keep shaping it for each bag. But I was not with um carton, so I have to do it directly on my leather. Now mostly I use 3 inches, so from the down part, measure 3 inches out. Let's measure 3 inches out. Can you see? 3 inches out. Then in the next one, just measure 3.5. It depends on you want it to be curved. Some people just carry 4 out straight like that, but just know you're just measuring 4. Then from that, in the next one, you measure 4.5. Depends on how you want it to be. Some people use 3 4 5. Some people use 3.5 4. 3 3.5 5. It just depends on how curved you want it to be. But just know, as you are measuring that 4.5, it's still 3 inches you're going to measure from it. So when you measure 5 inch, then from the ending where the 5 inch stop, just measure 3 out and mark the two places. It's just for you to curve well. Can you see? When you measure it out. So sometimes when it's longer, just keep increasing it. Okay, 3.5, 4.5. Sometimes when I have maybe want to do for 17 inches, I just divide it into 3 3 3. Then I make the last one to be very high. Just know that from there, 3. Sometimes I do 3 4 6. Just the higher the difference, make it is going to make it curve. So you can just start from little different, like 3 3.5, 4 or something. But the major part is when you measure the 5, make sure from that place you're measuring 3 out. So it's just that the measurement is shifting to the side. Then join it. So at the end of it, you just have to cuff it out. Pay attention on how you want to cuff it out. So from the middle of this 1 inch down, okay, this is middle of this. Let's start from this. The middle of my one is 3 inches, so the middle, that's 1.5. This I did half of it. The last one was one side was half of it, then this other side just did 1 inch down. The left side, I did half of it. Since the upper last segment is 5 inch, that's 2.5. So the other side 1 inch down. So just try and cuff it. This is not the end of the cuffing, because you are still going to cuff it. That's why I'm saying that you can increase your width from the scratch, because you're still going to reshape it. But just know that's the starting point of everything. So you're going to still reshape it to your choice. So now we just have to cut it out before we start our reshaping. Some people can reshape it directly like this before cutting it out. From this right side, they'll just measure 0.5 each in. But instead of that, most times I just shape it myself, like without using any measurement. I just shape it to what I like, what I'm seeing, before placing it on the second side and cutting it out. But most people just do 0.5 each inward again to make it more curve. But I just shape my out. Mostly I just shape my out. So just trim. Make sure you trim into your taste. Can you see? I like my own like this, but if you want it to be more curved, I told you from the beginning of the video that let the gap be plenty, then make your width be increase your width, and make sure the distance is plenty. Like if you are just starting from 4, 5, 6, you can do 4, 6. It's going to make it very curved. So just after successfully trimming one to your taste, place it on the second leather and cut it out. That's the end. Then cut your lining. If you want to put foam, you can put foam before taping it round. I mostly tape mine. I'll just put foam and leather and tape it round. Or if it's the one that you want to fold it down and just close it up, anyhow you do it. But I prefer taping it, putting foam, putting lining, then taping it round. That's it. With these tricks, you will nail perfect bag handles every time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out more tips here at Marpeal Fashion World. Please don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe.